breaking news. Katt Williams goes off on everyone. Yo, check this out. Tiffany Haddish, you know what I mean, about how she would have. But watch this joint and make sure you understand. Subscribe at Mecca Audio TV and hit the notification bell. Subscribe at Unique Mecca Audio Prison Stories. They're going to be going up. Got over 200 of them. Let's keep it moving. Hey, yo, hold up, son. Just make sure you hit the QR code on the screen. You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio. We're going to get right into this because Katt Williams, he done predicted that in 2024 that the big dick deviance is going down, and right now they got Diddy, they on Jay-Z. These are all the big mogul, so-called big dick deviants so far, and the feds get ready to put out a list. So sit back, watch this, and let's hear what Katt Williams got to say. I think this is fire. Make sure you pay attention. All right?
No way that you can tell that much truth without offending certain portions of the population. And so now you have to figure out how you're going to handle that. And at 5'5", I've always handled it fist first.
Katt Williams walks up to a Target employee. They're just talking. It's totally normal. And then all of a sudden, Katt Williams just smacks this dude in the face.
Yo, look how it looked like Katt Williams run after he smacked this dude. Yo, Katt, you're a comedian 24/7. I love you, my dude.
Best part is after he slaps the guy in the face, he leaves the Target in one of those, like, motorized carts.
He's a little rascal in his little rascal and totally insane.
In this life, there are consequences, and I'm going to have to face mine, and your nose has to face his. Just for that one time. For that one last mistake. That one last mistake.
All right, stop. I stop right here because when I was in prison serving my 26 years, you know, I was serving life plus 20, and I wound up doing 26 and a half. But this is the stuff I seen about Katt Williams. Katt Williams arrested for assault. Katt Williams arrested, you know what I mean? It was nabbed by the cops for fighting a teenager. Katt Williams smacks a Target worker. They made Katt Williams look like this derelict. And then now I come home and Katt Williams is on top of the world. He went on Club Shay Shay and got him over $10 million for one video. And they said Katt Williams was like a low-budget actor, but yet he just made a debut on Club Shay Shay. Big round of applause to Club Shay Shay. All right, relax, y'all. Relax, man. Can I tell my story? Man, he gets on Club Shay Shay and got him over $10 million. He up to like 30, maybe 70 million views. Man, Katt Williams, get on my show. I could use a little bag. You know what I mean? But check it out. I thought he was this derelict fighting women and everything that they be putting out in the media. Katt Williams versus the world.
It's good to see so many funny people together in one room, all wondering the same thing. Is Katt Williams gonna show up?
Is Katt Williams gonna show up? And if you know that these are the people that Katt Williams said was the gatekeeper, you know what I mean, for the industry with the black people. And you know, watch when they bring Steve Harvey on. My mother loves Steve Harvey. You know what I mean? I don't really care for him, but you know, nothing bad to say about him. But you're gonna see how Steve Harvey trying to get sympathy because Katt Williams got his foot on his neck. You know what I mean? Exposing them that you got those jobs because Steve Harvey bragging that he didn't even have to audition for shows. You know what I mean? But because you was in the in circle, man, from what Katt Williams say. Stop it. These are the gatekeepers.
Right there.
There he is.
I didn't know he was right there. I would not have said that if I had seen him right there.
I'm nervous as hell right now.
Better be.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. They're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've
See, he said this is the gatekeeper. Do y'all believe that these are the gatekeepers?
been aligned, and there are these alliances in comedy, and if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her, then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. They came to me. I was supposed to be the 4th king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? You. And now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop.
You know, dudes felt like they was movie stars. I never saw myself as a movie star. I never read for a movie, man. Didn't care nothing about it. I was a TV star. I want to be on TV.
So TV and radio was your bag.
Because I could do this.
Right.
I could become household if I stay on TV.
Right.
Hey man, to be famous in the movie, you know how long it take to be Denzel?
I'm doing stand-up. Okay. The next progression is TV movies.
That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star, you just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, oh, no, I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
What? Are you sure? Are you sure? If 100 people talk at the same time that you talking, are you saying something different than them people are saying? Because if you are, then you deserve a special. And if you don't, you're gonna find out you're not special. They're gonna let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars.
You and Katt had some back and forth. Y'all cool now?
No, not really. Yeah, they gonna make you a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly.
Yeah.
So what the I got to do with this? I don't know what that meant. He said they gonna make you a star, Lil Rel, but you're ugly. It's like, Katt, brother, if I'm an ugly nigga, thank God, because that's why nothing didn't happen to me. Ain't nobody approached me.
Right.
Ain't nobody asked me to do shit. I guess I'm an ugly, talented nigga.
Right.
I'm okay with it.
When the last time you saw Katt?
It was at the Emmys a couple years ago. So this is when we into it. Like this is happening.
Yeah, okay, y'all go.
We did the videos, it's happening. I just presented an award at the Emmys. I go backstage, right? And Chappelle don't know me and this dude beefing.
Right.
Chappelle sees me. Oh, Lil Rel. Oh, Katt Williams. Katt. You know Lil Rel, you know Katt. Now we just staring at each other.
Oh,
Dave was like, what the wrong with you two niggas, right?
Man, I will fold Lil Rel into a small package and sit it inside of Kevin Hart, and then tie it up with a Gerard Carmichael and punt that.
I want to know. I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
The
you
world
won't talk
couldn't
about it.
possibly want to know
Wanna
that.
know,
He's
man.
not famous enough for the world to want to know that. No matter what he says, he never met me.
Katt rides back to the hotel with me to Island Capri. We talking about tattoos the whole way. Years go by. We at the Reliant Arena here. I come out to get this cat named Ghetto. I walk out to get this cat named Ghetto. You probably know Ghetto.
Yeah, I know Ghetto.
Ghetto will vouch for this store. Yeah. I walk out to get Ghetto. I turn back around. You know how the arena people look in the goddamn yellow shirts. All of them are locked arms, standing in front of the door. I'm like, hey, let me slide through y'all. And the lady who was sitting in front of my door, she said, Ali, I can't let you back in the building. I said, what? So they don't know what's going on. It's just been a sign. Don't let Ali Sadiq back in this building. Katt's security at the time, dude's name is Carl. Carl comes and he talking over the shoulders of the security people. I'm standing outside, me and Ghetto. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, Carl, what's up? He's like, man, Katt, I don't know what's up, man. Katt don't want you back in the building. I said, what?
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me. And I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip, goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her?
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
They love real.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
Wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my
because she's
voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was standing right next to me, and then Elizabeth's husband was like, man, I hope we don't get caught in this elevator. And I was like, it's gonna be some pretty ass babies in this elevator if we do. So he said, well, if I'm single in a year and you're single in a year, maybe we can get together and see what happens. And I was like, oh my God. For real? When me and Kevin met and stuff, he told me to make this list of
Kevin
those.
Hart, yeah.
Kevin Hart, yes, he told me to make a list. So Leonardo was on that list. It was to get pregnant by him. So when I met him, I saw him and I walked up to him and I was like, hi, Leonardo. My name is Tiffany Haddish, and I think that you are such a talented person. He's like, thank you. I think you're really funny. I saw you with Chris Rock and all that. I was like, oh, thank you, thank you. So I just want to tell you something. He's like, what? I was like, I want to hit. He's like, what? I said, I want to hit that. I ain't talking about drugs.
She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden, divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that.
What did you think when you heard that before you responded?
Well, I was like, dang, what'd I do to him? Did I f his man? And then I was like,
Damn.
You're stupid. You're funny.
That's what I thought at first. That's what I always think. When people say mean things, I always think that because I figure it gotta be, I must have took something from you. I must have did something to you.
I was like, when was she married to a white man? I went back and Googled. I was like, because I know.
I've been proposed to by a white man before.
So you weren't married to a white man?
No, never
I know
been.
that, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I want to step in because I'm going to let my sister keep it classy.
Yeah.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You f***ed off promo shoots. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped f***ing with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh.
People tell lies. Cat's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories?
Hold up, Kat. They just put something up there saying that they found drugs and guns in the house. We need Katt Williams to explain that. Y'all need Katt Williams to explain that. Do y'all know anything about that? Could y'all explain that to me? Because I'm a little confused. I'm trying to keep up with this because I'm trying to give you all the proper content, but I got to be able to digest it so that I can regurgitate it to you. Because this is a bunch of crap, but it's entertaining.
Because it's competition. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million. Tickets. And so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
See, it seems like Kevin Hart is just too raw for Hollywood. Do you think Kevin Hart is too raw for Hollywood? Somebody put it in the comments, man. I'm liking this crap here.
These tickets, he said he sold, what,
2.4 million tickets.
False.
On his last tour.
False.
That's more than Beyonce and Jay-Z.
That's more than Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake.
You see what I'm saying? And now you got these. I don't want to disrespect Charlamagne because no, I'm talking about Charlamagne. I'm thinking of the singers, the Charlamagne, because it's like they trying to appease Kevin Hart by discrediting Katt Williams. Are y'all hearing that, or I'm hearing it a little different? Because, like I said, my mind works different. I see the root when I look at a tree, even when I'm looking at the branches on the top. All right, and the root of this sounds like Kevin Hart is a little vexed. He's in the Hollywood circle, and it makes sense. He might be a plant. Kevin Hart even stole my chant, the AUI. I got Mark Stevens working his joint out. We can't wait to put a video up for you to see how Kevin Hart stole my chant and didn't pay me. And this is not allegedly, because I'm going to go at him to get my little bag. You know what I mean? So put in the comments if you think, you know, I should go with Kevin Hart because he used my chant, AUI. Remember this? I own 100% of that. And Kevin Hart did it in a, you know, a program, and he made a bag. Should I go get my bag? Somebody talk to me. There's a few other people that, you know, Mark Stevens wants to go after that, you know, I'd rather try and talk to him first so we can work it out amicably. Then if not, then I'll sick the pit bull Mark Stevens on him. You know what I mean? Because he's the legal pit bull and I'm the street pit bull, and that's what makes us a good team. So sit back. You're going to see some real blogs getting ready to go up about these artists that done stole. All right, let's finish this up.
More than
Billy
Beyonce,
Joel, the Eagles.
That's more than Beyonce and Justin Timberlake combined. Okay, do you understand how many tickets 2.4 million tickets are? All in researchable information.
So what are you saying, that Katt Williams can't sell 2.4 million tickets? Somebody talk to me. Is that what you're saying? You're trying to convince us that Katt Williams, there's no way he could have sold 2.4 or 2.5 million tickets. Do y'all think Katt Williams did that? You think Katt's wailing, or you think, you know, this AUI jacker, that's what I'm going to call him. He's a jacker now. You know what I mean? The prisoner jack is someone that beat their meat. So out here, jack is somebody that steal your joint so they can beat your meat off your profit. That's all it is. Kevin, I'm going to see you real soon, bro.
I am sitting on 1.3 million tickets sold. There is nobody close to me in ticket sales and comedy.
And you on a worldwide tour.
I am worldwide. I am on par with the likes of your Bruno Mars, your Jay-Z, and Beyonce. Okay, I'm up there with those people. So in comedy, it's unheard of to get those numbers. To throw out numbers like 2.4 million is ridiculous. That's false. It's not even close.
Prove him wrong instead of telling us he's wrong. Show us your numbers at least, Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Because you already jacked my joints. I can't really believe too much you say. Not mad at you because, you know, that's what suckers do. But anyway, show us that, you know, Katt's wailing. You're telling us he's wailing, but you didn't show any paperwork.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, why all these brothers gotta wear a dress? That's happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in a trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. So the writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on, and what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. And then finally he's like, and he leaves, and then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. Oh gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now producers come on, David would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, you know, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress, I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine, think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Damn, how did you write the scene so fast? You gotta take a stand.
Have you ever ran into that with scripts, and is there something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are gonna say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Okay.
Some of us are against the Illuminati. We are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
I mean, we all love Dave Chappelle.
I should have never worn these shoes. Just don't match my purse.
I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision.
It's all about choice. You know, nobody makes you do anything.
Right.
Nobody says this is what you got to do. This is the only way that you're going to do it. On Saturday Night Live, you know, it was a choice that I made. So I think it's all about your pick of what's funny to you.
I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
So
why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
He's doing an interview, and he has to say something about me.
Yep. He wasn't even asked about you.
Right.
Yeah, he just brought you up out of the blue.
Now you hear Vlad kissing ass. He didn't say anything about you. You're on my show, so I gotta kiss your ass and agree with what you're saying. See, that's why I wouldn't even let him interview me when I did the joint. That's why I wouldn't even go on certain joints. I see the way these dudes talking. I seen a white dude out Midwest somewhere. I don't even remember his name. I don't even watch them craps. You know what I mean? 'Cause how's a white dude gonna tell me about the streets? I mean, just tell me, how's a white dude gonna tell me about the streets? You know, not to disrespect nobody, but I mean, I'm hardcore and I know too much. So if I hear bull crap, I'm gonna call it. But I seen a white dude provoking killers on his podcast. As a matter of fact, I'm even gonna show a couple of those videos where, you know, interviewers walked out of the interviews and wanted to body everything. I'm gonna show you some of those interviews so you understand. That's why you don't see me on a lot of these podcasts. I get 1.5 million views a month. Sitting here talking to you on my own every month. I don't have to degrade myself. Like Katt Williams said, I don't have to do the YouTube version of putting on a dress, which means sitting in front of a white boy having him disrespect me. Because anybody's show I go on, I'm going to let them know. If you disrespect me and ask me something crazy, I'm tearing this joint up. So being that we filling out contracts to be on the show, I want you to sign this contract that Mark Stevens put together that if you ask me something crazy and I'll punch you in your face and break up every camera in here over your head, you can't do nothing about it as far as go to court other than fight back physically. Hey, Mark, could we get that contract put together? You know what I mean? Put it in the comments. I'm going to get my man to put that contract together. Then I'm going to go on all these white boy shows that be disrespectful, and they got to sign it so that we get some real content when I tear they joint up and they ask me some rat questions because we don't deal with rat bastards. And I know that's why I only get 1.5 million views, but I'm comfortable with that because I'm reaching the right people that need to be reached. Let's finish up with Faison with this.
Like, okay, when I see him, it's I gotta f him up.
You know, Katt Williams is 5'3" and Faison. You talking about you gonna F up Katt Williams. See, this is what I'm saying. These are the type of dudes that you just need to get a contract put in place, right? So I'm telling you gangsters when you go on, you street gangbangers and everything, get with me. My number's on the screen, 917-680-9091. Mark Stevens would charge you a small fee to put a contract together that anything that derived from the questions asked on these crazy podcasts that you feel is a disrespect and you decide to get violent, they can't press charges and they can't sue you. And then you tell them, if you don't sign this Mark Stevens exclusive, I'm not getting on your show. Because they try and get people up there, talk crazy. They got a couple of weak-ass bodyguards that any one of the little homies from the hood could break their jaw because they never saw a fight. You know what I mean? They just 6'8", looking like lumberjacks, you know, with a beard, trying to hide their face because they scared to death. But these podcasts are security. I got little dudes, Katt Williams size, that'll break up any one of these securities. Because these are little pit bulls that grew up in the hood. And then you go on their podcast and they ask you these stupid questions. That's why no disrespect. No disrespect. That's why when I did my very first interview, you know what I mean? I did it with Queen Flip, and my man Bootsy told me he was official, blah, blah, blah. But then other people called me when they heard that I was going to go on the show and say, yo, that young boy's a clown. He be playing games and disrespected old kingpins. And I said, whoa, wrong nigga right there. So now when I go to the show, the first thing I did when I walked in, let them know, yo, we're going to tear this joint up if you ask me something crazy. So let me know if you think you brought me here to disrespect me or try and play me out of pocket, because we could just tear this up before the cameras go on. It'll be a lot cheaper because you can move the cameras and we can rock and roll. You know what I mean? You know, that's why I don't do interviews, because I'm not going to go up there and have nobody ask me nothing stupid and me not having a right to break their face. And that's why Mark Stevens put together the contract. If you want me on your show and you ask me something stupid that I tell you ahead of time, don't ask me, and you're supposed to even know not to ask, because it's not gangster, it's police, borderline ratting, any one of that. If you ask me anything that fits that description, because you say you know the hood, I got every right to punch you in the face and tear this joint up, and you can't press charges and you can't sue me. Does that make sense to you guys? Me and Mark had a long debate about this. He said, yo, Nick, you can't do that. I said, no, well, I can't do these interviews then, because if they get out of line, I'm breaking their jaw. And he said, but they're going to take you to court. I said, okay, well, put together something so they can't take me to court. We can just have a fair one like back in the day. I mean, that's the way I grew up. I mean, somebody help me here. Let me play this back, because this is comical to think that I'm going to go on a show and a white boy going to disrespect. I say these white boys in the Midwest, you know, I kind of remember the name now, but I don't even want to say the white boy name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These white boys are stupid, man. They play these internet games because they want to talk on the internet, and then when they see you in person, they don't want to do nothing but look around for the nearest police and keep their finger on the little emergency button to put like their car is in danger, like their car broke down in a black neighborhood when they run into people like us. That's why I don't do their interviews. Let's start this. Matter of fact, I'm ending this crap because I'm getting in my feelings even thinking about these white boys disrespecting these young brothers like that. Subscribe at Unique Mecca Audio Prison Stories. Go check out the prison stories. Subscribe at Unique Mecca Audio. Hit the notification bell and all that crap, and subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. Show some love. This is a gangster channel for gangsters and gangster support gangsters. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can get back to the
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime.